heavier than a leading heart tonight. I swore I'd bury every ghost and turn out the light, but silence has a way of screaming out your ghost, and I'm the one who's haunted by the things I need the most. The amber liquid in this glass wouldn't wash away the stain of how you carve your signature inside my very brain. Each swallow is a spark that sets the past on fire. I'm crawling through the ashes of a desperate desire. I am slipping through the cracks of my own shattered will. Every time you leave me standing here so deadly still. There is no salvation for a spirit left behind when your touch is the only tether I can find. I am sinking under layers that I never meant to face, bound by a fever that I simply can't erase. If this wreckage is the price for holding on, then I renounce the courage to be gone. Talk of distance like a map can solve the ache, but miles are just a hollow measurement of this mistake. I wear a mask of stone to hide the crumbling clay, while counting every second that you chose to walk away. I attempt to forge a path across this jagged floor, but my feet keep dragging back toward your bolted door. The truth is a bitter pill that I refuse to take. I am slipping through the cracks of my own shattered will. Every time you leave me standing here so deadly still. There is no salvation for a spirit left behind when your touch is the only tether I can find. I am sinking under layers that I never meant to face, bound by a fever that I simply can't erase. If this wreckage is the price for holding on, then I renounce the courage to be gone. I am slipping through the cracks of my own shattered will. Every time you leave me standing here so deathly still. There is no salvation for a spirit left behind when your touch is the only tether I can find. I am sinking under layers that I never meant to face, bound by a fever that I simply can't erase. If this wreckage is the price for holding on, then I renounce the courage to be gone. I am sinking under layers that I never meant to face, bound by a fever that I simply can't erase. If this wreckage is the price for holding on, then I renounce the courage to be gone. Jagged map of every debt I owe, tracing back the phone lines where the kindness used to grow. I see a stranger wearing skin that should belong to you, dividing up the wreckage of the things I didn't do. The vanity is stripped away, leaving only bone and pride, counting every jagged tooth of the monster locked inside. Your shadow is a heavy coat I wear around the room, a silhouette of everything I managed to consume. The floorboards ache beneath the weight of words I left to write. A garden made of iron thorns in every vacant cot. I built a shrine to my mistakes and lit the wick of blame. watching as the plaster cracks beneath your silent name. There is a gale behind my ribs that tears the lungs apart, a riot in the hollows of a fragmented heart. I am the architect of ruin, the keeper of the grave, dragging every broken vow into the light of day. The debt is card and marrow, and the interest is the soul, the price of keeping secrets when the truth is taken toll. There is a gale behind my ribs that tears the lungs apart, a riot in the hollows of a fragmented heart. I am the architect of ruin, the keeper of the grave, dragging every broken vow into the light of day. The point is carved in marrow, and the interest is the soul, the price of keeping secrets when the truth is taken toll. Sleep is just a narrow ledge I'm far too weak to climb, falling through the gravity of wasted pockets of time. The silence isn't peaceful, it's a hammer on the glass, waiting for the ghost of who we were to find your past. I own the dirt, I own the salt, I own the bitter cup, drinking down to midnight till the fever burns it up. There is a gale behind my arms that tears the lungs apart, a riot in the hollows of a fragmented heart. I am the architect from the cheap of the grave, dragging ends and broken gowns and light of day. The dead is called your marrow, and the interest is the toll, the process keeping the stick of blood, stick is taking toll. There is a gale behind my ribs that tears the lungs apart, a riot in the hollows of a fragmented heart. I am the architect of ruin, the keeper of the grave, dragging every broken vow into the light of day. The debt is carved in marrow, and the interest is the soul, the price of keeping secrets when the truth is taken toll.
My patience like there's change in your pocket, while I watch the warmth drain out of the flame. Every promise you twisted into a jagged socket, until I finally stop preventing the flame. I am tracing the jagged lines where the mirror cracked, recognizing the face that I almost traded away. There is no roadmap leading me back to the wreckage of who I was yesterday. I am sweeping the shards of every hollow word. The floor is sharp with the debt that you owe. Every plea you offer is a frequency unheard. I haven't learned the art of staying low. The weight of your thumb is a ghost on my skin, but I'm standing upright in the hollowed out room, deciding that I will not let you back in, to plant another season of predictable gloom. I am turning the lock until some mechanism clicks, ending the cycle of your hollow demands. The bridge is a pile of charred charcoal and bricks, and I have washed the soot right off of my hands. I am choosing the quiet over your jagged roar. The space in this house belongs only to me. I am final and heavy while closing the door, setting the version of us that was broken free. I am turning the lock until some mechanism clicks, ending the cycle of your hollow demands. The bridge is a pile of charred charcoal and bricks, and I have washed the soot right off of my hands. I am choosing the quiet over your jagged roar. The space in this house belongs only to me. I am final and heavy while closing the door, setting the version of us that was broken free. Your shadow used to stretch across my every thought, a dark stain on the fabric of my own pride. I am untying every knot that you ever wrought. Finding for strength I was forced to hide. The air is different when it is not shared with a lie. The stillness is a harvest I am ready to reap. I am watching the old version of me say goodbye to the promises that you were never meant to keep. Do not look for a handle on the outside of the frame. The hinges are frozen and the wood has grown thick. I have forgotten the melody of my own name. In the years I spent making your vanity flick, but the light is mine now and the bolt is thrown tight. I am my own sanctuary and my own heavy wall. I am walking deep into the center of the night without waiting for you to stumble or fall. I am turning the lock until the mechanism clicks, ending the cycle of your hollow demands. The bridge is a pile, charring charcoal and bricks, and I have watched the sunlight off of my hands. I am turning the quiet over the jagged road. Space in this house belongs only to me. I find orange heavy knife closing the door, setting the version of us that was broken free. The dashboard clock hums a steady tune, counting miles under a silver moon. I drift through hollow canyons made of glass, watching the ghosts of the day slowly pass. The road is a ribbon of velvet and gray, leading my heavy thoughts further away. The street lamps are blooming like pale winter flowers in the quiet heart of these nameless hours. My tires hiss softly on rain-drenched asphalt, searching for stillness where logic might halt. The steering wheel feels like a familiar hand, guiding me through this deserted land. Golden streaks bleed through the dark window pane, a slow motion river washing out every stain. The skyline is breathing in ripples of blue, a canvas of shadows I'm traveling through. Nothing is loud and nothing is wrong, just the hum of the engine singing its song. Golden streaks bleed through the dark window pane, a slow motion river washing out every stain. The skyline is breathing in ripples of blue, a canvas of shadows I'm traveling through. Nothing is loud and nothing is wrong, just the hum of the engine singing its song. No sirens are wailing to break the retreat, no crowded junctions or boots on the street. I'm a pilot of silence in a cockpit of chrome, finding a feeling that mimics a home. Between the red signals and green lit escapes, the world loses weight and softens its shapes. The mirrors are filled with a shimmer and blur, the engine is constant, a mechanical purr. I don't need a map or a place to arrive, it's enough just to feel so deeply alive. With the warmth of the heater against the night air, leaving the weight of the burdens out there. Golden streets lead, feed the dark on the beam, a slow motion re-icing out of the steam. The skyline is breathing in ripples of blue, a canvas of shadows I'm traveling to. Nothing is loud and nothing is small, just the heart of the engine singing its song. Golden streets bleed through the dark and the gleam, a slow motion river washing out every steam. The skyline is breathing in ripples of blue, a canvas of shadows I'm traveling to. Nothing is loud and nothing is wrong, just the hum of the engine singing its song. Golden streaks bleed through the dark window pane, a slow motion river washing out every stain. The skyline is breathing in ripples of blue, a canvas of shadows I'm traveling through. Nothing is loud and nothing is wrong, just the hum of the engine singing its. The rusted gate moans at the edge of the county line, where the gravel pits swallow the morning shine. I packed a cardboard suitcase with a heavy heart, watching the familiar porch lights drift apart. The fourth east engine pulls a heavy iron chain, cutting through the fog and the freezing rain. Past the diners where the old men nursed their tea, searching for a version of what I meant to be. Hold on to the train where the asphalt burns your feet, when the silence is the loudest thing on every vacant street. It's a long haul climbing through the thunder and the haze, chasing down the ghost of hope through a billion jagged days. Don't let the cold wind take the fire from your soul. Keep your grip upon the wheel and maintain your control. The skyscrapers lean like giants over the concrete floor. I'm just a shadow knocking on a heavy brass door, but the highway stretches wide under the velvet sky, and the stars don't ask for any reason why. Through the crowded halls and the lonely station stalls, I'll be standing tall whenever the darkness calls. Now the storefronts glow with a harsh and electric glare, and the scent of diesel hangs heavy in the midnight air. I've slept on the benches and I've walked until I'm sore, but I'm not that frightened kid from the valley anymore. Every struggle is a lesson etched into my skin, a map of everywhere I've lost and where I'll soon begin. The distance is a teacher and the road is a friend, leading me toward a sunrise just around the bend. Hold on to the dream when the asphalt burns your feet, when the silence is the loudest thing on every vacant street. It's a long haul climbing through the thunder and the haze, chasing down the ghost of hate to a billion jagged days. Don't let the cold wind take the fire from in their soul. Keep your grip upon the wheel and maintain your control. The sun is sinking low behind the jagged hills. The clock is ticking louder while the valley chills. We haven't found the map to where the river ends, or how the heavy hand of fate eventually bends.
I see the shadows stretching long across the floor. I stop my fingers reaching for the bolted door. The road ahead is tangled in the thicket of gray, but I am standing in the light of what we have today. There's a fever in the silence of the fading light, 1,000 reasons why we shouldn't win the fight. But gravity is pulling at the heels of time, and every mountain peak is getting hard to climb. So take the worry out of every word you speak, before the iron in our blood begins to leak. I'm casting off the ghost of every coming year, to find the center of the world while you are near. Hold me tight against the breaking of the dawn, before the golden thread is stretched and gone. We don't know tomorrow and we cannot see whatever version of ourselves we're meant to be. Pull me closer, yet the wreckage drift away. We're only built to last the length of just one day. Love me like the curtains falling on the stage, like we reached the final ink upon the page. Hold me tight against the breaking of the dawn, before the golden thread is stretched and gone. We don't know tomorrow and we cannot see whatever version of ourselves we're meant to be. Hold me close and let the wreckage drift away. We're only built to last the length of just one day. Longer like the curtains falling on the stage, like we've reached the final ink upon the page. The sand is pouring through the narrow glass of gold. The stories of the ancient kings are getting old. It's a fool who spends his treasure on a distant dream and misses how the colors sparkle in the street. I choose the fire burning in your steady eyes over the empty promise of the summer skies. If the world is going to crumble when the morning breaks, then let it find a sleeping through the deep mistakes. Hold me tight against the breaking of the dawn, before the golden thread is stretched and gone. We don't know tomorrow and we cannot see whatever version of ourselves we're meant to be. Pull me closer, let the wreckage drift away. We're only built to last the length of just one day. Longing like the curtains falling on the stage, like every final ink upon the page. Hold me tight after breaking out the dawn, before the golden thread is stretched and gone. We don't know tomorrow and we cannot see whatever version of ourselves we're meant to be. Pull me closer, let the wreckage drift away. We're only built to last the length of just one day. Lonely like a curtain falling on the stage, like we've reached the final ink upon the page.
The skyline glows in amber and violet hues, reflecting in the grass where we lean in close. The street noise fades to a distant hum, while your shadow dances with mine against the wall. We trace the edges of this newfound world, leaving the crowded rooms far behind us now. Your hand finds its home right against my palm, a silent language that needs no translation today. The air feels charged with a static pool, drawing out tight steps into a steady sway. Every glance you throw is a heavy anchor, keeping me grounded in the swirling tide of time. Make this moment unforgettable, let the clock dissolve into the cooling breeze. Your pose is the only clock I need to follow, racing toward the dawn we haven't met yet. Make this moment unforgettable, until the city is just a memory beneath our feet. Make this moment unforgettable, let the clock dissolve into the cooling breeze. Your pose is the only clock I know to follow, racing toward the dawn we haven't met yet. Make this moment unforgettable until the city is just a memory beneath our feet, suspended between the pavement and the stars. The gravity of us is the only law I know. No more looking back at the empty streets, only this heat radiating from our shared breath. A promise marked in the velvet of the dark, telling the sun it can wait for another day. I can feel your chest rising forward mine, a rhythmic secret we are finally sharing aloud. The lights below are mere flickers in the rain, but here in the quiet the colors are vivid and bold. We don't need a map for where we're headed, the compass is spinning in the palm of your hand. Leaning to the curve of this deepening hour, where the shadows grow long and the world feels small. Just you and the weight of this heavy gaze falling like silk over everything we used to be. There is a confidence in the way you move, a certainty that tomorrow is already won. Make this moment unforgettable. Let the cloud dissolve into the cooling breeze. Your pulse is the only clock I need to follow. Racing toward the zone we haven't met yet. Make this moment unforgettable until the city is just a memory beneath our feet. Make this moment unforgettable. Let the fire dissolve into the cooling breeze. Your pulse is the only clock I need to follow. Racing toward the dawn we haven't met yet. Make this moment unforgettable until the city is just a memory beneath our feet.
I watch the porcelain crack upon the shelf, a map of how you cannot hide yourself. The jagged edges and the silver lines are where the rarest kind of spirit shines. I see the shadows that you try to comb, the very corners where I feel at home. The coffee stains upon the morning page, the way you battle with your quiet rage. I trace the scars you think are far too deep, the heavy secrets that you try to keep. They are the ink that writes our honest name, the only spark within a frozen frame. Your mess is my favorite place to rest my head, the tangled garden where the truth is said. I love the storm that rages in your bone, a wilder beauty than I've ever known. I'm falling deeper through the jagged seams, where human failure meets the heights of dreams. Your mess is my favorite place to lose my way, the only kingdom where I choose to stay. I love the friction and the heavy load, the winding gravel on a broken road. I'm giving everything without a shield to see the harvest that your craters yield. You are a symphony of slight mistakes, the sudden tremor that the silence makes. You think you're fragile like a hollow reed, that you are exactly what my senses need. Your chaos is the cradle for my soul, the part of you that makes our story hold. I do not want a polished stone to hold, I want the dross that turns the lead to gold. While others seek a surface smooth and cold, I want the narrative that you unfold,
The way you stumble just to find your feet makes every victory feel more complete. Your message, my favorite place to rest my head. The tangled garden where the truth is said. I love the storm that rages in our bone, a wider beauty than I've ever known. I'm falling deeper through the jagged seams, where human failure meets the heights of dreams. Your mess is my favorite place to lose my way. The only kingdom where I choose to stay. I love the restriction and the heavy load, the winding gravel on a broken road. I'm giving everything without a shield to see the harvest that your prayers yield.
The sunlight traces cracks along the floor where your shadow used to stretch toward the door. I found your favorite sweater in a cedar chest, still holding on to the shape of your chest. The threads all frayed, but the cotton stays warm, a quiet refuge from the gathering storm. I fold the sleeves just the way you liked, while the morning air feels strangely spiked with the silence you left in the hallway tile. A jagged distance stretching mile after mile. You were the roof that kept the heavy rain away, the steady foundation where I used to lay. Now I wander through a map of hollow space, finding fragments of your missing face. In the scent of bergamot on a discarded veil, in the way the kettle starts its lonely wail, I'm gathering the pieces of a shattered view to build a sanctuary made of memories of you. The kitchen table has an extra chair, a hollow invitation to a ghost sitting there. I started a sentence that I couldn't conclude. The air in the pantry feels heavy and crude. Your handwriting fads on a grocery list, the ghost of a finger on a wrist I once kissed. I'm learning the weight of what's no longer there, breathing the stillness of the oxygen we shared. I moved the books to the highest shelf, trying to find a version of my singular self, but your margin notes talk back to the page, a timeless wisdom that refuses to age. The curtains are drawn but the light seeps through, gold leaf reminders of a midday with you. I packed the china in a cardboard box, listening to the ticking of the grandfather clocks. Every porcelain rim is a story untold, a legacy of warmth against the creeping cold. The dust settles down on the piano keys, I hear your laughter in the shivering trees. It's not a departure if the roots remain deep in the promises we intended to keep. You were the roof that kept the heavy rain away, the steady foundation where I used to lay. Now I wander through a map of hollow space, finding fragments of your missing faith. In the scent of bergamot on a discarded veil, in the way the caddy starts its lonely wail, I'm gathering the pieces of a shattered view to be sanctuary made of memories. Hey, you were the roof that kept our heavy rain away, the steady foundation where I used to lay. Now I wander through a map of hollow space, finding fragments of your missing face. The scent of bergamot on a discarded rail, in the way the carol starts its lonely wail, I'm gathering my pieces of a shattered you to build a sanctuary in me made of memories of you. The sunlight paints the floorboards in a slow and steady creep, while you are still tangled in the velvet of your sleep. I watch the way the shadows trace the map upon your brow. I loved you then so dearly, but it is nothing to the now. We gather up the minutes like we are saving up for rain, a quiet kind of healing for a quiet kind of pain. The kettle starts to whistle and the morning starts to bloom. There is a holy kind of stillness sitting in this room. And I will hold your hand when the lights go out for good. I will stand exactly where the younger version stood. When the luster leaves the surface and the silver turns to gray, I am tethered to your spirit in a permanent display. Time can take the vigor, but it cannot touch the bone. In this house of shifting seasons, you are never left alone. The creases near your eyelids are the markings of the light, a diary of every time we laughed into the night. They are not scars of gravity or burdens of the day, but paths the lovers traveled as the decades wore away. We do not need a ballroom or a crystal chandelier to feel the heavy magic of the fact that we are here. Just the creaking of the timber and the humming of the stove as we slide across the carpet in a slow and private grove. The mirror is a stranger with a story it must tell, but I recognize the water at the bottom of the well. Though the frame is getting weathered and the glass is growing thin, I can see the golden fire that is burning deep within. And I will hold your hand when the lights go out for good. I will stand exactly where the younger version stood. When the luster leaves the surface and the silver turns to gray, I am tethered to your spirit in my permanent display. Time can take the vigor, but it cannot flush the bone. In this house of shifting seasons, you are never left alone. And I will hold your hand when the lights go out for good. I will stand exactly where the younger version stood. Then the luster leaves the surface and the silver turns to gray. I am tethered to your spirit in a permanent display. Time can take the vigor, but it cannot touch the bone. In this house of shifting seasons, you are never left alone. Ice rattling against the heavy glass, your silhouette cutting through the haze. The space between us starts to shrink fast. I am caught in the gravity of your gaze, tracing the line of your shoulder blade. Your air is thick with the silent demand. Every excuse we had begins to fade as the condensation wets my hand. Lean in so the noise just falls away, a private frequency in a crowded room. I like the clever things you do not say while the low frequency starts to loom. Your breath is a ghost against my neck, a sudden spark in the dark of the bar, keeping my composure in total wreck, wondering exactly who the hell you are. This pull is
stronger than the unitide. My pose is mimicking your every stride. We are locked in a fever we cannot hide, dragging the sun from the other side. No room for doubt in this tight embrace. The map of the world is just your face. Sticking together in this frantic space, winning a race at a frantic pace. The clock on the wall is a liar now. Midnight is just a state of mind. I would ask for a dance if I knew how to leave the rest of the world behind. But our feet already know the floor, and our ribs are knocking like a fist. Then a name on a paper or a list. The street lights are bleeding through the door, turning the velvet into a shade of blue. I have never felt this weight before. This heavy velvet longing just for you. Your hand is a compass on my spine, guiding me into the thick of the heat. Everything yours is becoming mine. In the middle of this electric street, the stars are beginning to lose their grip as the horizon starts to turn a pale gray. I feel the secret sliding off your lip before the morning washes them away. This pull is stronger than the unitide. My course is mimicking your every stride. We are locked in a fever we cannot hide, dragging the sun from the other side. No room for doubt in this tight embrace. The map of the world is just your face. Sticking together in a frantic space, winning a race at a frantic pace. The clock on the wall is a liar now. Midnight is just a state of mind. I would ask for a dance if I knew about to leave the rest of the world behind. But our feet already know the floor, and our ribs are knocking like a fist.
The morning grey spills across the hardwood floor, while your scent still lingers by the bedroom door. I trace the static on a cold metallic screen, lost in the spaces of the days that lie between. Every mile is a canyon that I cannot leap, and the silence is a promise that I try to keep. Your handwriting on a postcard from July, underneath the vast and indifferent sky. I count the heartbeats in the ticking of the clock, watch other ships as they pull away from dock. The distance is a ghost that follows me around, searching for your footsteps on this hollow ground. But I'm holding on through the fading light, while the sun surrenders to the coming night. I keep these pictures tucked inside my coat, reading every word that you ever wrote. The time apart is just a bridge we have to build, until the emptiness inside our hearts is filled. I am coming back home to where I belong, in the melody of our unbroken song. The mailbox stands like a sentry in the rain, collecting all the longing and the hidden pain. I'd find your laughter in a grainy frame of gold, a story of a future that is yet to be told. The winter wind is biting at my weary face, but I can still conjure the warmth of your embrace. There are secrets in the static of a midnight call, shadows stretching long against the kitchen wall. I've memorized the map that leads me to your side. Across the jagged mountains in the great divide, faith is the only anchor that I have to cast. In a world where nothing is designed to last, the horizon is a thread that pulls us near, drowning out the heavy gravity of fear. The calendar is bleeding out its final page, turning all this waiting into a sacred stage. And I am holding on through the fading light, while the sun surrenders to the coming night. I keep these pictures tucked inside my tote, reading every word that you ever wrote. The time apart is just a bridge we have to build, until the emptiness inside our hearts is filled. I am coming back home to where I belong, in the melody of our unbroken song. Yes, I am holding on through the fading night, while the sun surrenders to the coming night. I tuck these pictures tucked inside my vault, mighty every word that you ever wrote. The time it carries just a bridge have to build, until the emptiness inside our hearts is filled. I am coming back home to where I belong, in the melody of our unbroken song.
The moon tilts its silver bow across the valley floor, while the crickets hum a hymn behind the kitchen door. You stepped into the light with your shoes cast aside, tracing patterns in the clover where the shadows hide. We didn't need a fiddle or a rhythmic beat, just a pulse of the earth beneath our naked feet. I knew it in the silence of that summer breath, a bond that would outlast the sting of dusty death. We are swaying in the cathedral of the velvet night, two ghosts caught in a net of celestial light. Our fingers laced like roots beneath the ancient pine, a slow weaving of your spirit into mine, through the shifting seasons and the turning tide. I will walk this long road with you by my side, beyond the golden years and the fading sun. I have found the end when my journey begun. The ink on the ledger may pale and turn gray, and the strength in our frames might slowly fray, but the vow is a mountain that refuses to bow. It is deeper than then and it's stronger than now. I will carry your burdens when the climb gets steep, and guard every secret that you trust me to keep. Now the porch swing creaks, a melody of time well spent, in the garden of a life that was heaven sent. Your hair is like the frost on a November pane, but the spark in your gaze remains exactly the same. We've carved out a kingdom in a simple wooden frame, where every brick and beam knows the sound of your name. The stars are still watching from the dark overhead, as we rest in the grace of the words we once said in the cathedral of the velvet night. Two ghosts caught in a net of celestial light. Our
the ancient pine, a slow leaving of your spirit into mine. Through the shifting seasons and the turning tide, I will walk this long road with you by my side. Beyond the golden years and the fading sun, I have found then where my journey begun.